It's an emotional moment always with Sergio, for example, and it was not easy for me to tell him that no continue, because there are players that have done that club like we is right now, and these situations is always so difficult because the emotions are there, they are involved, because they give us too much, give us all of us, his humanity, and of course. Don't necessarily tell his influence in our success in the last decade. That will be impossible, imagine, without him. And a sad day, because, of course, it's part of us, he's living. Always when you say he's the greatest, not the greatest, so it's like always have to be careful for respect for the, players that play main roles and incredible players that play for the last, 20, 30 years in this club, but come on. There's no doubt he's one of the greatest. The doors are open for the rest of his life. So whatever we want to do here in our part, so it's part of the family of this club. So the impact of some players transcend just even what you have done on the pitch. So, and Kevin is one of them. Do you know how many games together, how many meetings, how many training sessions, how many good moments, bad moments, how many hugs, how many shouts, how many... it was involved in 1 decade, except the day off, except international breaks, except holidays. Every single day we were together. So, and thinking now will be over, so come on.
And the club have commemorated players like Vincent and David with statues in the past. Do you think that's something that the club will look to do with Kevin?
Listen, I don't know, but I will bet a lot of money that is going to happen.
So after 10 years and 16 major trophies, what's next for De Bruyne?
Well, Manchester City will compete in the revamped Club World Cup in the summer, but his contract only runs until the end of the group stage of the tournament.
I think he has to decide, you have to talk, because now with the World Cup is a new, the expired contract legally, if he, hopefully can continue playing football in other places, and it depends on the risk, playing there for the contracts or injuries or the future. So honestly, I don't know. I think the club has to talk to him, or he has to say what he want to do.
Would it be a fitting end to his City career, though, to go to the United States with you, to be part of that City team playing in what is a hugely historic tournament?
Of course. Of course, it's the first time you play this competition, and at the end of the first 3 games, he's still under contract, I would say. We finished 30 June, but after that, if we go through, I don't know. So I cannot answer, because it's answer for, I think, Kevin.
Well, as we mentioned, it has been a trophy-laden decade for De Bruyne. Look at this, and that includes 6 Premier Leagues, 2 FA Cups, 5 EFL Cups, a Champions League, a FIFA Club World Cup, and also a UEFA Super Cup.
Well, the rest of the Premier League would definitely be pleased to see the last of him, but managers around the league have paid tribute to his career at Manchester City.
I don't know if he's the 1, the 2 or the 3, but for me he's one of the best players in the history of the Premier League, without a question of a doubt. I never play with a player that can execute that precisely at high speed. He can be running at 33, 34 kilometers an hour and play the ball 30 meters through 2 people to the perfect spot. I haven't seen anybody else do that at that pace.
He improved the league. He was on the wrong side of Manchester. So I wish him good luck. It was a pleasure to see him in Portugal a lot of times.
He's a player you can get something of him, learning, even for me, as a coach, or for the players.
I think he's one of the most dominant players in the final third over the last decade here in the Premier League.
One of the best. The last 10 years in Premier League, one of the best players really that is there really on the top. The way he's being decisive, the way he makes the team play better, the way he's so enjoyable to see him playing and enjoys football and express himself on the pitch.
He is a top player, almost complete player in many ways, and I think he's been crucial for Man City's success the last years.
Fantastic player that gives to the Premier League the best moments of his career.